welcome to Park Bench. We're so excited to bring you another episode and share everything that's happening with your Parks and Recreation. We have a great show, so let's get started.
On this episode of Park Bench, we're recapping the Camino Verde activation event, exploring Spiegel Trailhead, learning about our city's urban forest, and sharing our Know Before You Go dog park and hike editions. We have a great show for you. Let's get started.
It's no secret that San Antonio has one of the best greenway trail systems in the country. We celebrated Mayor Ron Nierenberg's inaugural Camino Verde trail activation with a large community event. Camino Verde was created to spotlight San Antonio's one-of-a-kind greenway that our community has been invested in over the last 25 years. So get your sneakers on and come with us to the Mayor's activation and take to the trails. Special guests included District 3 Councilwoman Phyllis Villagran, the Mayor's Fitness Council, Parks and Recreation, Metro Health, and other partners. Mayor Nierenberg kicked off the event at Southside Lions Park, and the community made their way to J Street Park and Martin Luther King Park trailheads. The community and trail enthusiasts had the opportunity to run, walk, or bike with the mayor.
I'm feeling amazing. We're here on this beautiful, beautiful morning celebrating our park system, our trail system. I couldn't be more happy to be here on the south side enjoying it at Southside Lions Trailhead.
It was a great walk out here between Southside Lions and J Street. One of the sections I actually hadn't walked before, but beautiful.
I think it was pretty good. It was really fun. Yeah, it was real fun. The scenery was great. I took a lot of pictures.
It was great. We started from the other location and we had a blast coming down and looking at the scenery.
It was good. Coming over here was pretty fun, and I liked how everything was all beautiful with all the nature.
Community organizations shared free health and wellness resources at each trailhead. Attendees also got to meet trail stewards and trail ambassadors along the trail. And you have to stay hydrated. Energizer stations were available at each trailhead for folks to refill their water bottles. The community received complimentary solar eclipse glasses and had prime solar eclipse viewing. Parks and outdoor spaces play a significant role in promoting healthier lifestyles, and the Camino Verde does just that.
Wonderful exercise, wonderful way to commune with nature, and also to meet other people. When you're on a trailhead system, you get to go out and talk with other people. Everybody's so friendly in San Antonio, and it's a really good way to casually enjoy our city.
It was great. You know, we're trying to stay healthy and be a part of the community, so it was great to see everybody come together for this.
It's enjoyable to walk with neighbors, to be able to share conversation and recreation at the same time. This is one of the great features of our city.
With over 100 miles of multi-purpose trails, Camino Verde promotes the interconnectivity of the Howard W. Peak Greenway Trail System throughout our community, growing bigger and better each year.
Our hope is that this is a growing annual event, Camino Verde, which is where we can celebrate the Greenway Trail System, which is now over 100 miles long. It's been a 25-year investment on the part of the San Antonio community, and we want to highlight different sections of the trail each and every year. And of course, there's always new sections, so this is an ongoing event where we can really come together and enjoy one of the great parts of being San Antonio.
The Greenway Trail System is a growing network of developed multi-use and accessible trails. The Salado Creek, Medina River, Westside Creeks, and Leon Creek greenways wind through natural landscapes across the city. Speaking of Leon Creek, there's a new trailhead we want to introduce that's on the city's northwest side. The new Stanley Spiegel Trailhead is open and connects the community to the French Creek Greenway and Nanny Falcone Park. Let's learn more from Grant Ellis and District 7 Councilwoman Marina Gavito.
So we're here at the newest Greenway Trail System trailhead. It's the Stanley Spiegel Trailhead. It's a 9-acre parcel of land that was donated by the Spiegel family to the city of San Antonio. So this trailhead connects the French Creek Trail system to Nanny Falcone Park, which is something that has been great. We've been looking to try to tie Nanny Falcone Park into French Creek for quite a while, and this is the trailhead and the new trail that does it.
It's important for residents to utilize our green spaces. They're here for us to use. The city does a great job of making sure that they're available and accessible, and I think that the city as a whole connecting all of our trails together, I mean, that's something that we should be proud of, and you know, that's unique to our city.
So the trailhead has an emergency call box. It has a bike repair kit station. We've got a water fountain for both dogs and pedestrians. The trailhead features a native plant and stone bioswale low impact development feature, which is designed to capture the stormwater runoff from the parking lot, filter it down through the rocks and layers of the bioswale, and clean that water before it goes into French Creek. LID features, low impact development features, are something that the Trails design team is looking to add to new trailheads and parks all throughout the city moving forward. It's exciting for us to see these LID features out here because we know that that's just helping to improve the health and safety of the creek itself. We hope to see new LID features in future trailheads. We love to see the native plants and trees planted at the parking lots because it's going to provide a lot of shade and great color and just give people a sense of warmth and welcome.
I'm an avid user of our Greenway trails, not only for walks with my dog, but I'm a long distance runner, so if I need to get some miles in. I also like them to ride bikes so that I'm not having to ride my bicycle on the street.
Our Greenway trail system is not just hugely popular with the general public, but it's really important. It connects our parks to our neighborhoods. It connects our neighborhoods to other parts of the city. They bring people together and they allow people to get outside in ways that they didn't before the Greenways were here.
There's so many benefits to using green spaces, not only for people's physical health, but for their mental health as well. They can use green spaces to release some stress, to take a breath, and just kind of get a break from everything.
To learn more about the Camino Verde Trail activation or to find the nearest trail, visit saparksandrec.com. Hi San Antonio, I'm Michelle Martinez and I'm here with Wendy Leonard from our Natural Areas team. She's here to give us the Know Before You Go Hike Edition. Welcome Wendy. What are some of the things we need to know?
Hi Michelle. Well, thanks for being here at Frederick Wilderness Park today. It's really perfect hiking weather, perfect time to get out on our trails. Really the first thing that I recommend is for people to plan ahead. So know the park rules. What are the hours of operations? Is it open from sunrise to sunset? And then also are pets allowed at the park? That's a big one. Really plan ahead with the weather as well. As you know, weather in Texas can change very rapidly. So be looking at that weather forecast on the days you want to go out for a hike.
I know there's more that people need to know, but let's get on the trails and talk about it. All right. So Wendy, give us some of the safety tips that people should know before they come to the park.
So really people need to walk in groups if they can, or walk with a buddy. If you can't walk with a buddy, make sure there's a buddy that you can check in with, someone that knows where you're going, what trails you're walking, and when you expect to be back at your car. The other safety tip I would recommend is if you travel with earbuds, to make sure that they're low enough so that way they can hear their surroundings and be situationally aware. And then take a fully charged cell phone, pack that with you, and so that way that's available if it's needed.
Awesome, well I have my cell phone fully charged. All right, so let's go to the next spot.
All right.
So Wendy, we just came from Ferndale Trail, one of the more challenging hiking trails here at Friedrich. Tell us about the other trails.
Well, here at Friedrich we have everything from accessible trails to easy trails. We also have moderate, difficult and very difficult trails. We just came off of Ferndale, which is considered a very difficult trail. And so we really encourage people to know their limits physically and then also with respect to time. We are open from sunrise to sunset, and a lot of folks come here after work, so we really don't want them to get caught on a 3-mile hike close to dusk. And then know your time limits and your physical limits.
2 very important tips. Let's go to the next place.
All right.
So Wendy, you told us how to plan. Now tell us how to prepare. What are some of the things visitors need to know before they go on a hike?
The biggest way to prepare is by bringing enough water, not only for yourself, but if you have a pet, or if you're at a park where you are allowed to bring your pet, make sure you bring enough water for them as well. Even on days like today where it's nice and cool, you would be amazed at how much water your body needs. We're a paperless park and natural area, so we don't have maps readily available. People need to download the map on their phone, take a picture of the map, or they can use mapping apps like All Trails app. And really also people need to wear a hat if they need it, if it's that type of weather, bug spray, sunscreen, and then one of the biggest things is have a great pair of hiking shoes.
Awesome, all great tips. Thanks for sharing all those great know before you go tips, Wendy, but I know there's one that's really important. Do you want to share that one?
Yes, leave no trace. Basically, you want to leave the parks and natural areas in the same condition that you found them in, or better. So that means pick up after your pets, pick up your mutt mitts, trash, any water bottles that you may have taken on your hike, pack that out with you as well. You know, these parks and natural areas are here for the whole community to use, and it really takes that community's cooperation to keep them as beautiful as they are today.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. San Antonio became the first city in Texas recognized as a tree city of the world. Let's hear from City Forester Mike Holinsky about what it takes to grow and maintain the trees in our city.
As City Forester, I kind of have a lot of different roles. So we work a lot in project management, where we're kind of providing funding to certain people to help them install trees on their projects. We of course have in-house crews who work on tree care and tree maintenance, tree planting, tree watering. We work closely with the City Arborist office on tree preservation as well. So urban forestry is the care and management of all urban trees, including everything from planting to care to protection and ongoing management. A lot of our, at least on the maintenance side, a lot of our work is generated from work orders that are coming in from the public. So every morning they come in, they get their work orders, and they go out for the day and they tackle tree maintenance issues. So that's the tree care team. We have our tree planting team, of course, who every day is working on some kind of new planting project or small tree maintenance project. So that's trees that are sub 3 years old. Then we have our tree watering crew that works on a schedule. So they're out there every single day watering all of the recently planted projects that are not on irrigation. One of the reasons that we selected this location to talk about is because we had a lot of urban canopy efforts in the area. So with the Civic Park just back there that we just recently planted, we planted, you know, well over 100 trees. Several of those were fully mature trees. So that was quite the project. So tree planting is so important because it helps the community access the outdoors. We live in South Texas, it's hot most of the year, and those trees provide shade that is so necessary for people to just be able to be outside and be healthy, both physically and mentally. So that, you know, the team provides a really important service. Trees in general, you know, they help clean our air, they help reduce stormwater runoff. You know, they beautify the areas, they increase property values, they increase patronage to local businesses, so it helps the economy. So San Antonio was very recently recognized as a tree city of the world. This is a recognition that is bestowed by the United Nations and Arbor Day. And we are actually the only city in Texas to have achieved this recognition, which is really, really quite something. So in order to be recognized as a tree city of the world, a city has to meet several different benchmarks. And the city of San Antonio meets or exceeds all of those benchmarks, including establishing responsibility for city trees, setting and executing policies and regulations that safeguard trees, developing an inventory of the city's trees, allocating resources for tree care, and celebrating achievements. We're really proud to be considered the first tree city of the world in Texas. It's definitely a kind of tooting our own horn a little bit, you know, like we've been trying really hard, and you know, trees genuinely are super important, and all divisions, all departments, all leadership, even the public is really, really invested in our urban forest, and it's just really heartwarming. And I think it's a really great way for us to acknowledge that.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media.
Hey friend, we love it when you take us to the dog park. From riding in the car to sniffing the air and running into play. We love it. San Antonio is home to several dog parks across the city. And before you take us to bark in the park, here is everything you should know before we go. You know us better than anyone. Sometimes we have a bad day or we're feeling a little anxious. On those instances, we'd rather stay home for some quiet time. As much as I love my ball and have my favorite toys, let's keep them at home or in your car, please. Sometimes sharing isn't my favorite thing to do. Make sure I have all my shots to keep everyone safe and healthy. And remember, no puppies in the playground. Little pups need all their shots to roll with the big dogs. Please pay attention to me when I'm running and playing at the dog park. I know you like reading and being on your phone, but it'll keep us all safe. It's helpful for me to know some basic obedience commands, like come, sit, or stay. Please make sure I follow all the rules listed in the dog park. Last but not least, don't be that human. Always scoop the poop so other friends can enjoy the dog park too. Now you know before you go all the rules when visiting the dog park.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit saparksandrec.com to learn about everything you saw today. See you next time.